Hi, welcome to Nina in the Kitchen, Tips and Tricks. And this is a great one. This is a trick on how you can transform your regular granulated sugar into other sugars. And this is all based on a 1 cup measure of sugar, which is 200 grams. So the first one, it's an easy thing to do. I have 100 mils or 1 cup of boiling water. You just pour 1 cup, an equal amount of sugar in there. You will transform this into a simple syrup. This just comes back to a boil, and as soon as the sugar has dissolved, you have simple syrup. Simple syrup is great for cold drinks, iced coffee, iced tea, lemonade, cocktails, and it's done. That took all of about 20 seconds just to melt that down. And you've probably saved about $10. All you do is let this cool, keep it in any bottle or container, and I keep some on my refrigerator door. It lasts indefinitely in your refrigerator. If you don't have the room for that, or you don't want to keep this, I have another good one for you. Next up is superfine sugar, or you may know it as castor sugar. It's just sugar that has been beaten up and cut finer so that it's easily dissolved in things like whipping cream. When you make whipping cream, instead of using a confectionery sugar which has cornstarch in it, you can just use superfine sugar. You can use it in cold drinks as well. So we're starting with 1 cup again, 200 grams. That just goes into the bowl of your food processor. You can also do this in a blender. And you just turn this on, let it whiz around for about 15 or 20 seconds. As soon as you start to see, let me get this out of the way. As soon as you start to see a little bit of powder around the bowl, and look, you can see I have a little dusting of sugar in here as well. As soon as you see that, we are done. And that took me 15 seconds. Next up is how to make brown sugar from your granulated sugar. You know, granulated sugar is the least expensive, so you pay extra money for all of these other sugars that you purchase. A lot of the time you'll find a brown sugar is needed to make a cookie or something, and dimes to dollars, if you do any baking, you've run out of it in the middle of a recipe thinking you had more at the house, and you have to run out and you have to find your parka and the snow's going down your shirt. So we can avoid all of that if you have a can or jar of molasses. If you're in the UK, you'll know it as treacle. And what this is a byproduct of sugar. When they centrifuge sugar to make the crystallized sugar, this is the byproduct that's left behind. And I love molasses. You can buy sweet molasses. If you buy something called blackstrap or unsulfured, it's got a little bitter note to it. So the choice is yours, it doesn't matter. But 200 grams, 1 cup, goes into the food processor. And for light brown sugar, for every 1 cup, you use 1 tablespoon. And then you whiz this up in your processor or blender. And you can even do this one in your mixer. And this will be a light brown sugar. You might have to scrape the sides down a couple of times before you get there, but watch this. And here you are, that's light brown sugar. And you would store it the same way that you do with your light brown sugar that you purchase. You want to keep it in an airtight container, and it will stay like this indefinitely. But also, I have done this little trick. If you have a cup of brown sugar that you need in a cookie recipe, for example, and you don't have it, you can just put 1 cup of sugar in your mixing bowl with your butter and so on, the other ingredients that you're using for the cookie, and just add a tablespoon of molasses to it, and it will turn out really perfect. You won't miss this at all. If you want a dark sugar, you just add, for every 1 cup of sugar, you add 2 tablespoons of molasses. So from granulated sugar, we have 4 products. We have a simple sugar, a superfine or caster sugar for baking, a light brown sugar. You can see the moisture in that. It's nice. And this is a dark brown sugar, which again is 1 tablespoon per cup of molasses, and this is 2 tablespoons per cup. And that's it. That is the sugar tricks that I know, sugar hacks, whatever you want to call them. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this has helped you, and please come back for more. Bye, guys.